Hi and welcome to Hastings Unplugged. I'm Ronald.
And I'm Alice, and we're here to bring you exclusive new music straight from Hastings.
But first we have a guest with us in the studio.
It's Hastings-based guitarist and vocalist Andy Harston.
Hi Andy, welcome to the studio.
Hi.
So Andy, tell me, when did you start playing the guitar?
Well, I was 19 and unfortunately my dad passed away, but he left me a little bit of money, so I figured I'd put it to good use. Been wanting to play an instrument for a while, so yeah, bought my first guitar and I think it's the best thing I ever did, to be honest. Yeah, really good.
Have you always been passionate about music?
Yeah, I mean, I remember as a kid really liking different melodies and stuff like that, especially. And I wasn't necessarily into any bands or anything, but yeah, I've always loved music when it's been around. But yeah, it's just become a bigger and bigger part of my life, really. Yeah.
Is there anything that inspires you to write your music?
Not necessarily specifically. I mean, at the moment, it's kind of a space in my life that's sort of changing quite a lot of what I want to do in my life and kind of representing that in music, I suppose. So, I mean, if you've got an open mind, anything can be inspirational. So, for me, though, it's kind of my life and what's going on in the world at the moment, really.
Do you get your inspiration from Hastings?
Not necessarily inspiration. I find it very comfortable to play down here. It's quite a good and creative environment. There's so much going on down here. You can do your own thing, be who you want, and you can just do it down here. Basically, there's nothing to really hold you back. There's no judgment over anything. It's just a very nice, creative place to live. Just to be yourself, really. It's good.
How long have you lived here in Hastings?
It's been about 11 years now. I moved down here after going to uni Reading, basically. I was studying product design there. I moved down after my move down here, so I needed somewhere to live. Made sense to come down here and made some good friends, got into the music scene, and yeah, here I am.
Fair enough.
We watched you at the session at the Rooms last Wednesday at St Leonard's-on-Sea. Do you enjoy playing there?
Yeah, it's a really nice place to play, actually. There's such an interesting crowd down there. It's like all ages, all different types of music. There's always a good feedback. And also, there's a lot of open mic nights in Hastings, but it's one of the busiest by a long way, and it's quite local to me, so I can go and have a drink, which is nice during the week to wind down a little bit, and no, it's really good. Definitely go down there.
Oh, good.
Any good crowds there?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely superb crowd down there. Every single week, as I say, everyone gets into it. Everyone gets good feedback. It's much more about the spirit of music rather than being the best or like anything like that. There's no pretense there. It's just to play music. And
so it's like together. A good vibe.
Yeah, really, really good vibe down there. Yeah.
Was it scary the first time you played in front of a crowd?
Not at all. I mean, only until recently I've always been in bands with lots of other people, which, you mess up in a band like that, it doesn't really matter. You can kind of hide behind the rest of the band, but when you're on your own, it's a different kind of thing. So I found that a little bit
Got no one
daunting.
to blame.
Exactly, yeah. It's all you. So it doesn't really matter if you make a mistake though, but when you're on your own, it kind of stands out a lot more. So once I got past that, and also playing my own music is quite a personal thing to me. So to play in front of people till you know how it's going down, it's quite an interesting thing and a little bit daunting then. But no, since I've started singing, it's actually really comfortable, I find.
Have you got any projects that you're working on at the moment?
Not really, just kind of working on my voice at the moment, to be honest. I've only been singing for about 3 or 4 weeks, due to the people down the Rooms, actually. So I've been playing there for quite a few months now, playing all the bits of music I've been writing over the last few years, and it goes down really well, but they keep bugging me to sing, basically. So I thought I'd write a song, which is the one I'm going to play tonight, and that's kind of got me into singing. But this is what I need to do now, is just practice that, basically, and get my voice working.
You got any gigs coming up in the summer?
Yeah, we've got a couple planned, and hopefully going to get quite a few more. I'm in a band called Buddha Triangle, and we've got a small festival we're playing at next week called Small World, and we've got another festival called NASFest, which is like an extreme sports festival down in Somerset. We're playing the Shisha Lounge, which is like acoustic music, so it suits us perfectly. And yeah, that's basically what we've got planned at the moment. Hopefully do a lot more over summer though.
So what's the track called that you're going to be playing for us?
It's called Sow the Seed. It's kind of basically how I feel quite trapped in society at the moment and doing a 9-to-5 job. I just don't really feel like I'm living my life. And this is kind of explaining that in a certain way, and it's almost going into the greed of society and how you're kind of working for someone else really, and someone at the top, they're having a really good life out of all that lot, and we're not really getting that much to show for
Andy, it is great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming in to chat to us, and looking forward to seeing you live in a few minutes.
Yeah, cheers for having me.
Well, like we say, Andy will be performing live right here in the studio, but let's see a little bit more of the place he comes from.
University of Brighton Hastings resident Liam Martin has been out on the town.
It was only in 2011 that Hastings became one of the most top 20 deprived areas of England. But in 2013, in my opinion, it's become an area where energy and creativity
Do the chair.
thrive. Is that music I hear? Let's take a look. Throughout each week, music brings people living in the Hastings and St Leonard's area together. open mic nights every Wednesday at a charming lively venue called The Rooms. Acoustic night every Thursday at the Marina Fountain, which overlooks the British Isles. Live sets have taken place at various venues in the old town of Hastings and St Leonards, not to mention jazz lunches at The Rooms and even jam nights at the Havelock. There is live music everywhere, every day of the week here.
As the world's trading sunshine, powerful weather is fine. Skyward forces quiet down. Welcome down to the world, misguided hell. Single love with him on the grill, shaking pounds like the hip and go live. Well, it never will work, you are. No, it's true. You will do. Back to you when I'm the party gone.
I think it's a testament to the vibrance and creativity of the people that live here, that the rhythm of live music is almost as constant as the waves crashing up against its shores. It makes the well-documented deprivation crumble away, leaving you with admiration for the people that bring colour and laughter from the grey.
I think I'll stick to listening.
And for more information on musical events in Hastings and St Leonards, you can log on to peerlessmusic.co.uk/calendar.
Peerless Music are an organisation to set up to promote, support and nurture original local music from Hastings and the surrounding area.
Well, that brings us towards the end. Thanks for tuning in. Keep spreading the word, keep sharing, keep telling how exciting new music is.
This has been Hastings Unplugged and this is Andy Harston.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You start at the bottom, reach for the top, live life so solemn. Forgot what we've got, this world is falling so far from me. This world's betrayal.